and Diane here, Renew Design. We just finished installing a nursery, and we kind of wanted to talk about all the things that we love about it, and maybe challenges that we had, and maybe things we want to add. So, where do we start?
Geez, well, first of all, it came as a pleasant surprise, I think, that we did the install on the day that Mama client went into labor.
Yep.
Which was that in and of itself.
So it's like a minute by minute play of
blow by blow.
blow by blow.
So we were anyway, I don't know about you, I'm sure,
excited.
but I was so excited because it was
Yeah.
sort of like, we were on our way there, we were expecting to just have a normal, like, install day, nothing spectacular, and it
By
was
the way,
like,
install day, we get very excited about install
I
day.
get very excited.
We have t-shirts, install day, we're very excited.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, yeah, and then we get, Papa Bear, heading to the hospital, Grandma and Grandpa there, they'll let you in, do the install. So the baby was on her way, right? 2 weeks early. So it was a
about
thrill
intended.
for us because we got there and we were like, man, we've got to
We really gotta finish this because we don't want her to come home to an empty room.
and it was
Especially first child for her, it's just.
Yeah, anytime it's
overwhelming.
new parents, right? So, so that was exciting for me and exciting for you, and I like the idea that we were challenging ourselves to complete it all today. And every little piece of thing you take out, it's sort of like, oh my gosh, look how tiny, look how sweet, look how gentle, and it just reminds you of, like, in my case, my grandchildren, and I know in your case, your children.
I have a 2-year-old, but everything else is just so tiny.
So it was really cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have to say,
On the decor front though, some of the things that were really cool that
the chandelier was
the chandelier was awesome. It was a flush mount, but it was just so like whimsical and pretty, the crystals.
Yeah. It just kind of like.
Yeah, it kind of plays on the floral background that that floral canvas with the baby's name
that
on
was
it.
such a beautiful find. So mommy client wanted a big floral canvas with the baby's name on it.
That was the inspiration she decided for the room, and she said, "I like this
design around it."
Yeah,
it was kind of like one of those commercials that you see where the customer puts put something in front of the designer and says, "Design around this," and we kind of did. We did exactly
She's like, "This
that.
is my inspiration.
This is what I want. Make a room," and we did. I think we did a great job.
One of the other things I love about that space is the sconces that flank that floral canvas.
That was a good find.
So we didn't have it hardwired in. We found these really cool sconces that are battery operated, and basically the light bulbs, you just charge it like via USB port, and you put them in, and it comes with a remote, and you can put a bright light in there. You can change it to soft light, dim, like whatever. I mean, so I don't know why, but there's flashing in case you want a disco for any chance. I'm not sure.
Well, I like the idea that like at first we weren't going to do the sconces. We were going to have that piece of canvas just be the center focal point.
The statement,
the statement piece. And then once we got the crib in front, which the crib is just adorable, and then once we had that canvas piece put there, what do you call it? The sconces.
Yeah.
That was just so ideal.
Yeah, it just
perfect.
It anchored everything in. It was nice. And the curtains were beautiful. They're just so girly.
So feminine.
Yeah, and the tooling and just the pink. It was.
And the baby's crib skirt around there. If you guys are hearing noises in the background, My granddaughter is watching
Yeah.
her little iPad.
My daughter's directing the video.
We love it. Maybe she'll turn the volume down just a little.
Turn it all the way down.
Thank you, sweetheart. You're so great. I love it. I love it.
Another thing that I really liked is the recliner that we found for that room. I actually spent less money on that. I think we got it on Amazon than I got for the Lazy Boy I purchased when I had my 5-year-old. What's great about that recliner is it swivels, it rocks, and then it reclines. Power operated. And it has a USB port,
Yes.
so you can charge your phone. And
Oh,
there was
a
a pocket.
pocket.
We
I
love
love
pockets.
the pocket.
We love
That's
pockets.
great.
Yeah.
I love pockets.
Yeah.
Anything pockets is
Right.
great. Yeah.
So that was a great find, and it's velvet. It's like a soft
so
gray
soft,
velvet.
yeah.
So nice, comfortable. I sat in it. I had to give it a test drive. So comfortable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what else was there? Oh yeah, the lamp that we put in there, that also came with a USB port. I don't know if that's like a new thing, but that also came with the USB port.
Which that turned out to be terrific because what we ended up doing is putting like a small little baby basket in front of the lamp. We put a toy in front of the baby basket, inside the baby,
Yeah.
and then inside the basket is where we put the night light, so that it just gave off just the right amount of light to see your way clear to the baby, or whatever it was that you were doing on the changing table without this light like glaring
yeah.
in your face. And I
Yeah.
really like that idea, because I don't know if you guys are like that, but it's sort of like the minute I see any light in the middle of the night, it's sort of like I focus in on it and then I'm wide awake. So something like that to try and soften the room but still be able to see what you need to do for the
Yeah.
baby and then go back to sleep without any disturbance. It was really fantastic. I really
And also
liked
what I
that.
liked about that nightlight too, I mean, it's a crystal like lotus
Yeah.
flower, and it also comes with a remote, and you can change the lighting on it. Like
Right.
you could have it like change colors,
Which will be
like
nice
the
as she
variation.
gets older.
Yeah,
As
she
the
gets
baby
older, or you
know?
can leave it on one color, and it's just
Yeah.
like that color for the whole night, and it has a little like push button on the cord, so it is an
Yeah.
actual nightlight.
Yeah.
With just different options, which I think that was a good
I
point
like
too.
that. I like that a lot. And the other thing is too, don't forget about that dresser. That dresser was a great find, I think.
We actually got that dresser at Walmart, and
It was
it's a
really
white,
nice,
and it had
deep-
gold
deep drawers. I
has
like
deep
that.
drawers. It had gold hardware, but it wasn't like
Kind of like a dull gold.
yeah,
it
it
wasn't even like
really
a pretty
nice. No, yeah. So we changed out the hardware, and it just made it pop so beautiful.
Yeah. The new handles with the acrylic, which gave it a little bit of a glow. You know,
And the
kind of like a
femininity about it.
yeah, with a higher polished gold, and that kind of played off of the crystal and
The crystal
gold.
chandelier. Yep. And we
Right.
also did crystal tie backs.
yes,
curtains.
oh, those were so gorgeous.
And yeah, like you said, the bead crystal and the chandelier. And then also the golds in the sconces.
yeah.
So
Oh, and you know what? Instead of like the traditional rocking horse, I love
Oh,
the
that too.
idea.
the idea of the
Yeah,
what was it?
a swan.
Yeah.
The swan, and it had the cutest little gold crown on it. So
Yeah.
it kind of picked up the gold even on that little toy. That's a rocking toy for
And
the
it had a
baby.
little glitter in it, so it just
It
gave that little
did, a
sparkle
little-
that like a winks at you from across
Yeah.
the room. That's my thing. Every time I see something like sparkle at the store, I'm like, it's winking
Yes.
at me.
Yes,
But yeah,
and the
that's
softness,
true.
the softness of the blanket that we kind of just laid over the rocking chair
Yeah.
for mommy and daddy on those
Yeah.
nights when they're gonna need to maybe hold little baby girl for
Yeah.
a little while until she calms down and goes back to sleep. If that's ever a need. So
We have a
That's
couple of things
cute.
that we want to add though. We want to add a table next to the chair,
Yes.
so we're still gonna add that.
maybe like a little tulip. We're not really quite sure yet, but just enough space for mom and dad to maybe put down there. Cup of tea or whatever
Or
it is.
coffee,
or
water.
coffee, water,
whatever,
wine.
whatever time, whatever time of the day it is. We wanted to
Yeah.
do that, and also another piece, there's a wall, I think adjacent to that,
Is calling for something.
it needs something
long and
there,
thin.
so we wanna do something long and thin, maybe possible storage, you know, cause you can never have enough storage when you have kids.
Mommy client did the most beautiful portrait
I mean,
of her.
yes, pregnancy picture, she has the most beautiful portrait, it should
Gorgeous. So
really
we
be on the
wanna
cover of
kind
the
of-
magazine.
Yes, yeah. Oh
Like
my
it's
gosh,
that,
yeah.
it's that,
It's
like,
that good.
wow,
Yeah, it really is.
So I'm looking forward to finding that table and
Completing that wall.
Me too, me
I'm
too.
really looking forward to it.
I think this is one of our, we've done some really great installs, we really have. I
Yeah.
think this is just one that's been new for us, a little challenging, in the way of the fact that we didn't have anything to play off of except for that piece of canvas. It was
Yeah.
like, here, design around this piece of canvas.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was like, okay, now our imaginations
Yeah, it was
just
kinda
had
like,
to-
we like what you do, just do whatever you're gonna do because it's gonna be great.
Right, so you get this-
It makes us nervous, but at the same time,
It's exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is, so.
yes.
We, you know, we wish them all the best,
Yes,
baby girl, is on her way, so,
yes, we're just waiting to hear
the good
the
news.
good news.
So, anyways, we'll keep you
Yay.
posted.